And I was saying, for those of you who do not know, I was put in jail because in 1994, is it that I came here? 1995. I came for Jaramogi. I think it's the final first anniversary of the burial of a man I revered very much, and the opening of the Muslim. And I was invited by this young man. And I came. And I went back to Nigeria. And I got back to Nigeria and I was arrested. I was given 2 charges. One was that I have come to Kenya to collude with the opposition to bring the government of Kenya down. And second, that I was planning coup in Nigeria itself. So I was sentenced to 30 years imprisonment. And thanks to a friend like Prime Minister Raila, who contributed to my going to prison. When I came out of prison, another thing that I found was something they call globalization. After I've stayed in prison for 3.5 years almost. And I said, what is this globalization? And then I studied it. It means open your door, open your house, let me take whatever I can take out of your house, and then I close my door and my house to you. That's globalization. And that was sold to us. And again, we lap it up. When are we going to stop accepting these received ideas that will not work for us? We have to. And the old African adage says, if you want to go far, you work together. If you want to go fast, you walk alone. In our case, we want to go fast and go far. So how do we do it? We have to walk alone and together, so that we do not walk in silos. If we walk in silos, we will be destroyed piecemeal. We have to work together. And I saw what you could get when we hosted FESTAC 77 in 1977. People from Papua New Guinea came to give us their problem. Those in Australia came to give us their problem. The black people who are oppressed, who are marginalized, who are exploited, and all of us, of course, who are being exploited, came together. And that has not stopped. And I believe that it will not stop until we get our acts together. And the renaissance of Festac is part of the way of getting our act together. Unless the AU, as our continental organization, does what it should do and make Africa continental free trade agreement a great success, we are not going to get there. AU itself needs reform. How can you have a continental organization that has program, and after it has made program, is waiting for European Union to bring money out? Not too long ago, I was appointed, and I think I'm still AU high-level representative in the Horn of Africa. I am still. When I was appointed, AU has no money to make me perform. We were waiting for European Union. We were waiting for America. We were waiting for Germany to give us money. And how much is the money? Because of my connection with Africa Development Bank, I called the president of Africa Development Bank. I said, I have this responsibility. I have this job. What can you do? He made money available. And that was why we were able to achieve what we were able to achieve for Ethiopia. How long will we go in that sort of way for? And how much money did he make available? $500,000. That was what was required. And AU could not make it available. So we now, as the deputy governor, said, we need a man or a woman, a person who will understand the problem of Africa and what role AU has to play. And I believe that we have that man in Prime Minister Raila Odinga. He understands the problem of Africa because he and I have worked on that problem before. And as the governor of Kisumu County said, we work together and brought about NEPAD. The governor and I went to Singapore. I think it was 1994. Governor. And our host then was Lee Kuan Yew, a good friend of mine. For 2 days, Lee Kuan Yew sat with us. This was before he wrote his book, From Third World to First World. And we want to know the magic. We were all there, about 40 of us. And after 2 days, he said to us, there's no magic. We in Singapore did a few things right, and we continue to do them right. In our individual countries in Africa, and collectively as a continent, what are we doing right? And if we know what we are doing right, do we continue to do them right? If I may give an example of many countries, including my own, we take 2 steps forward, 1 step aside, and maybe 1, 2, or 3 steps backward. That cannot be progress. And that cannot get us there. And the truth is this: unless we are able to get there, we will not get the respect of the world that we deserve. We will not get appreciation of the world that we deserve. We've talked enough about poverty. Me, I don't talk about poverty now. I talk of wealth creation. Poverty alleviation, anybody who wants to alleviate poverty, let him go on. Me, I want to see wealth being created. And we can create wealth. We have everything to create wealth on the continent of Africa. Nobody will do it for us. We have to do it for ourselves. And if we don't do it for ourselves, we are all sitting on a keg of gunpowder. Our youth are restive. Our youth are unhappy. Our youth are dissatisfied. Our youth are bitter. They are angry. They are unemployed. And when we want to say something, we say, well, we have, 2063. As one of them said to me, now 2063 may be all right, but